Gentleman's time has expired. With that, we go to the ranking member, Ms. Velazquez from New York for 5 minutes.
Thank you. Administrator Guzman, in testimony before our committee, IG Ware agreed with an SBA report that 86% of the fraud occurred in the first 9 months of the pandemic under the previous administration. What anti-fraud controls did your administration put into place?
Thank you so much, Ranking Member. And I think you said it best, that we inherited these programs and the controls that were put in place at the time, which were de minimis. Frankly, we, at the President's direction, the first thing he talked to me about was the importance of making sure that these funds got into the hands of the businesses they were intended to serve. And that's what we focused on doing at the SBA, implementing controls on the front end so that we could strengthen our portfolio, making sure we were fully underwriting COVID idle and checking for fraud across the portfolio, especially, of course, on all our new programs as well, where we have incredible performance of less than 1% fraud. We, in addition, created a fraud risk management board so that we could have longevity for some of these fraud controls, risk frameworks that we've put into place on our core lending programs as well as on these disaster loan programs. The GAO and the IG have both testified before this committee, asserting that the SBA is in the best position that it's ever been as a result of these efforts to address the GAO and IG's concerns and institute a sustainable fraud risk frameworks for the agency.
Thank you. In FY 2023, SBA serviced 2.5 million COVID-19 idle loans, 10 times the amount of disaster loans the agency was doing before the pandemic. What specific steps have you taken to improve customer service and be responsive to borrowers?
Not only did we focus on strengthening the portfolio, those incoming loans, and making sure that we were preventing fraud at the front end, but in addition, we wanted the customer service on the back end. So My SBA, which you referenced in your testimony, obviously was our investment in technology to streamline the servicing of these nearly 4 million in total loans that the SBA is now managing for 30 years, as our Vice Chairman mentioned. So My SBA provides an enhanced customer service. It's enabled us to continuously communicate with these borrowers and ensure that the performance of the portfolio is strong.
And what type of challenges are you facing, and what do you need from Congress to ensure this effort is a success?
These COVID pandemic programs are not in our baseline budget, which is why you see an increase. We're requesting funding to continue to maintain these nearly 4 million in loans that the SBA is now responsible for servicing at this point and collecting on for the American people. And so that additional funds will help us support that, as well as the continued performance around PPP, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, shuttered venues, all of our COVID programs to ensure that we're continuously reporting and servicing these small businesses.
Thank you. The time frame to attain certification for SBA's contracting programs varies. Veterans can receive certification in a few weeks, while women can wait for 9 months. Is the budget request of $6.2 million sufficient to hire the personnel you need to administer the WASB program and bring wait times in line with the other programs? Because it's great that we go out there and meet with women businesses and promise that we will do everything we can to help them, right? Grow their business, take the next, move those businesses to the next level. But it takes money and resources for SBA to pay the attention that it needs in providing the resources to the WASB program.
This transfer of the veteran certification to the SBA from the VA enabled SBA to rethink how it certifies these businesses. VetCert is the gold standard. We intend on investing in technology across all our certifications to streamline access. We recognize the backlogs and lengthy times that women face in order to get certified, to get those set-asides in government contracting. So we, this year, are investing in technology to streamline, aligned with the VetCert program, and we believe that this funding is sufficient in order for us to perform that simplification and clear the backlog. And we've doubled down on our staffing to temporarily to clear that backlog.
5 years ago, the director of the Office of Credit Risk Management testified that the office was increasing its personnel to 42 FTEs to better fulfill its mission. How many employees does OCRAM currently have, and are you confident the office has the resources it needs to conduct oversight of the new SLBCs?
Within the last several months, we've been able to increase our staffing. We're now, from the 20s to now in 35, and we continue to have open positions that we're filling aggressively. This is one of the top priorities. We want to give them their full capacity. We, of course, have invested in technology. We have partners to ensure that our oversight of our lenders is strong, and OCRAM is currently doing that.
Thank you. I yield back.
Gentlelady's time has expired.